Howdy partners, on the bike again. Today is Ascension Thursday, or Father's Day in Germany, and we're just going out for a little ride to have a look round because it's such a nice day and chill out a bit. Maybe have some little philosophical discussions, maybe not. Not sure if we're gonna go up into the forest today. The forest up there on the left hand side. Maybe, we'll see. Everybody's off work today, it's a bank holiday. Apart from the farmers, they're out in the fields cutting the grass, making hay while the sun shines. Weather forecast is good for this weekend, up to 30 degrees on Sunday, and it's just in time for June and it kicks in. Well, it has been quite a cold May and stuff in the garden is a bit stunted, but that's okay. I'll catch up next week. This has been a strange year for me, 2011. Lots of illness, family members, close family members, and times of desperation and worry. And the year's not over yet. And sometimes you think to yourself, I've done all the right things in my life, didn't hurt nobody, didn't create bad karma, and still shit gets dumped on you. But I guess it's just as a part of getting old and heading towards 60 now, and yeah, friends, family start dying off and getting sick. It's one of those things. And sometimes when everything comes at once, like it has this year, you think to yourself, why me? But it comes to us all. Every man thinks his burden is the heaviest, and every man thinks his row is the hardest. So little platitudes to stop you going mad. But to get out into nature for a day and have a little bike ride and just forget the troubles, it's like a balm for the soul. Just look at the colours and the beauty of nature and try and find some strength there to help you pull through the bad times. Any fool can sail a ship on a calm sea, but the mettle of the captain is shown when the storm begins to rage. And that's where you show your qualities in a way. See how you stand up under stress. See how tough you are when the going gets tough. And it's easy to fall into maudlin self-pity. And many do. But everyone has troubles. And many people have troubles much worse than your own. There's always someone worse off. I've set a course for south-southwesterly because that's where the wind's blowing from today. So even though there's hardly any wind, I always like to head towards the wind because then it's easier coming home. And it's double bubble this way as well because I'm kind of heading into the wind and heading uphill. So when I'm knackered at the end, it's downhill with a tailwind all the way home. Yep. And when the shit hits the fan and everything seems to go pear-shaped, that's the time when you're kind of learning something in life, I suppose. If you went through life with no sorrows, nothing bad happening, just beer and skittles the whole time, would that be a fulfilled life? Yeah, if you had no experiences in life, you would be unformed, like some kind of weird eunuch or something. What is it Aldous Huxley says? He who doesn't join the battle is often the most sorely wounded. Perhaps it's true. Last week I was in the hospital for a night with a wasp sting to the neck, and there was a Turkish guy in the room with me. He just had a small operation, and I went in there into the ward at about 2 in the morning and woke up, and this Turkish guy was up awake, and he said, "Morning, how are you doing? Should I go and get you a cup of tea?" And I said, "Oh yeah, that'd be really nice." And he got out his Turkish tea and went and made me a pot of tea anyway. Nice tea it was as well. And he was talking about his operation and said he'd never ever smoked a cigarette in his life and never ever tasted alcohol because of his religion. And he said, "That's not my world." And that kind of sunk into my head when he said, "That's not my world." And this guy seemed fairly at peace with himself and relaxed. I sort of feel waves of calmness coming off him. And that got me to be thinking about religion in general. I got a quite strong religious upbringing, Roman Catholic, church every Sunday, Catholic school, communion, confession, a whole lot. And when I was 15 I thought, right, that's enough of all that, I'm not going to church anymore. It's a load of fairy tales and nonsense. That was kind of my default position for years. And now just looking around the world, maybe it's because the internet's making you more aware of certain things, but you get a feeling that people in the West have lost the plot in a way. It's all just about growth, expansion, economic growth, more money, more cars, consumerism, fuck the environment, just more, bigger profit margins without any meaning behind it. And if you think about it, this continual growth is not sustainable, and it's quite like a cancer tumour really. And in the end, the cancer tumour sucks all the life out of the out of the body for its own ends, and then the body dies, and the earth being the equivalent of the body. Like this way, I'm kind of half lost. I know roughly where I am, but I'm not quite sure where this path goes. Nice forgotten valley here, with that pointed mountain up ahead. Well, at least that's got my wheels clean. Surprised this road's so quiet. Oh, maybe because it's dinner time. This is usually the main road for motorcyclists and racers.